Hello all, and welcome to Explain with Dylan. Scientists have revived a 48,500-year-old virus from the Arctic ice. No need for concern, this is not anything to worry about just yet. This is the oldest Arctic virus found by researchers, but with scientists constantly searching, they are bound to find one even older in the next couple of years. As I mentioned, this is not at all a cause for concern yet. None of the viruses they have found have been the next Black Plague or anything. Most of them just infect certain types of animals or sometimes just amoebas. Although, in 2017, a heat wave in Russia thawed a 75-year-old reindeer carcass that was infected. It hospitalized dozens of people and infected thousands of reindeer. It wasn't that bad yet, but the fear is that it could become worse. So let me explain it just a bit more, because I am explaining with Dylan. These are viruses that animals would have carried, and then eventually the animal would have died. Then, since it's the Arctic, it would have snowed, and that animal would have been completely covered up, and some of them actually freeze. In which case, from there, they're just frozen. They're kept in a state that the viruses are technically still alive, but they're not active because it's frozen salt. But if they are to thaw out, then they're active again. And due to global warming, there have been more and more heat waves across the Arctic, causing more viruses to thaw. So this is where the problem comes, because the global warming has not taken that much of an effect yet. It's melted some things on the surface, but the oldest animals that would have died and been completely frozen are under that, and even further down than that. And then further down than that. They are really deep under the Arctic ice. And who knows what kind of viruses they'll carry. And there's no chance that humans would still be immune to those viruses because we haven't experienced them in over 50,000 years. So it is completely possible that a virus revives itself and manages to spread. Now, scientists would not allow it to spread. As soon as a scientist finds it, it's not going to go and create a new huge pandemic. The problem is if animals find it first. If the animals find the animal carcass, they're going to go close enough to it that they might catch the virus. And eventually, those animals are going to come in contact with other animals who are going to come in contact with other animals. And eventually, the animals are going to come in contact with humans. And most viruses aren't at all dangerous to humans. But as we've seen with coronavirus, they can evolve to affect humans as well. Which means that if one virus that just has the right DNA, that's able to evolve just enough to affect humans, not just animals, we could be in big trouble. Now, it might just be a small virus. It might just be like a flu. No one will ever notice. But it could be something massive. It could be worse than COVID. But we do not know. For now, we have tons of time. Do not worry at all. I'm not trying to scare you here. There is a very low chance of one of these viruses affecting us at all in anyone watching this video's lifetime. But it is quite an interesting effect of climate change. When you think of climate change, you think of rising temperatures and rising sea levels and natural disasters being more common. And just more extreme temperatures overall. Might be really hot, then it might be really cold, then it might be really hot again. That's just what Calgarians experience every day. But for the rest of us, this is pretty new and pretty bizarre. But what you do not think about is ancient zombie viruses arising from the Arctic ice that might be able to kill us all. That is one of the least thought about effects of climate change. And it's so weird. These things don't even cross your mind. There's probably more consequences that no one's even thought of yet. I mean, 20 years ago, no one would have thought about ancient zombie viruses coming back. So We'll have to see. But for now, everyone is fine. There is no zombie virus that is coming to kill us all yet. Thanks for watching.